thank Chancellor Block, Dan, Josh Rebholz, Troy Aikman, Casey Wasserman, for just taking the time to sit and visit with me and them sharing their values and visions of what this place was all about, and then me sharing my values and visions of how I think a team is built. And to me, making a decision on where I was going to go, and I'll credit David Cutcliffe, who's the head coach at Duke, for this. I spent time with Coach Cutcliffe this past spring when I got a chance to visit him, and if you don't know him, he's a very wise man. There's a lot of intelligent people in the world, but there aren't a lot of wise people in the world, and I owe Cut because he talked to me all the time about his experiences, and he had been somewhere before and got fired, and he said his year off was the best experience he ever had, and it's what you make of it. And then he said, just make sure when you come back that you find the right fit, and that was extremely important to me. Where would I fit the best, and what was the best situation for me? Because it's a great game, and I love football, and I'm very, very passionate about it. But to be aligned, to be with the right people is the most important thing, and that's what I learned from him. And when I talked to Chancellor Block and to Dan and to Josh and to Troy about it, it just made sense to me. And there's something special about this place. I had the opportunity when I was at Oregon to compete with this school and to all the schools in the Pac-12. And the fact that I get a chance to go back to the conference where I kind of learned how to be a head coach, so to speak. There's so many great coaches in this league. There's so many great institutions in this conference. To be a part of it again is really, truly special. And then if you're a coach, the unofficial mentor of probably all coaches is the great John Wooden. And I don't care if you coach basketball, you coach volleyball, you coach tennis, you coach football. I think every coach that's ever put on some shoes and grabbed a whistle and got out and tried to educate young men and women have learned from his curve and his success. And to be at the same campus where he affected so many people and still affects so many people is really, truly an honor. And when you look at the history and the tradition of football, whether it's Red Sanders or Dick Vermeil, who's a great friend of mine and became a real good mentor of mine when I was in Philadelphia, to Terry Donahue, to Bob Toledo, there's been so many great coaches here. I got an opportunity to know Carl Durrell, and I have great respect for him, and I know what he was like as a football player and coach here. Rick Neuheisel, who I talked to through this process, was very instrumental in helping me and making me understand UCLA. And I have great respect for Jim Moore. I coached for 1 year in the league with Jim, and I think the ultimate compliment a coach can make is that Jim Moore is a football guy, and I have great respect for Jim. If someone called me a football guy, I would take that as a compliment. And to come here after Jim and continue this journey for UCLA football is a huge honor for me, and I'm very grateful for Dan, for Chancellor Block, for Troy, for Corey, and for Josh for bringing me here, showing me what this place is all about, and then hoping that I can take this and grow with it. As I met with the players today, I believe football is about three things. I think it's about relationships, friendships, and championships. And you have to build relationships by being honest and open in your communication. You have to be confident in what you can do and transfer, because education is about the transportation of knowledge. And then through that relationship, trust is built. And high trusting teams are the teams that win. And when your team trusts each other and they can go out there and lay it on the line for each other because they know everybody to the right of them or to the left of them gets what it's all about. And I have great faith in that person. And that's my job, is to turn this team into a trusting team that understands what it's all about. And through that trust and relationships, it goes into friendships and lifelong friendships. Those players are going to find their best friends in that locker room, and people that are going to be there for them for the rest of their lives. And then hopefully through that process of relationships and friendships, that leads to championships. And that's what this place is all about. When you combine the #1 public academic school in the country with 113 national championships, there's broad-based excellence at UCLA, and I'm really, really humbled to be a part of it. So thank you for that, and I think we'll open